going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode featuring me, the comic Jabroni. Guys, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a comic book haul that I got yesterday while I was out hunting in Savannah, Georgia. I've been talking about it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, that I was going to head down to Savannah. From Augusta, Savannah's about two and a half hours away, and all I've ever heard about Savannah is just such a great town, great city, and the comic hunting in Savannah is primo, man. It is amazing. And let me tell you right from the bat, right from the beginning, before we even get into what I got, it truly is. In Savannah, I saw on the Google Maps that there's like 7 stores. Well, during this trip, I spent 7 hours in Savannah hunting for books, and I visited four different comic shops. 2 of them I was able to get some footage from inside the store, so I'm going to show you what the inside of these stores look like. Amazing places. The other 2 were actually in downtown Savannah, more of a touristy area, which I was very surprised to see comic book shops in such a tourist, area. You don't really see, like, San Antonio doesn't have that downtown. But I didn't get any footage from inside those stores because I didn't feel comfortable recording footage inside these stores while there were just so many people walking around. I didn't want to ask permission from each and every person. I will tell you that the first 2 shops, yes, I got footage because for the most part, I was the only one in those stores, and they were kind of away from, all the touristy areas of Savannah. But enough of that. Let's get into the first shop, which was called Neighborhood Comics. So, Neighborhood Comics, there is the card for you, and it is run by a gentleman named Lee Heidel, but the guy that I talked to inside the store, his name was Raymond. Such a great guy. As soon as I walked in, I introduced myself, let him know, hey, my name is Edwin. I run a comic book YouTube channel. I would love to get some footage from inside your store and showcase it on my channel. Let people know, give you some advertisement for this store. And he was all about it. He was like, hell yeah, man, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Do you want me to get out of the way? I said, nah, man. Just be in there, dog. Show up in the video, show up in the footage. So right now, I'm gonna show you the inside of that store. So as you can see, it's not a very big store. It's probably like 12 feet by maybe 24 feet or so, but man, it is jam-packed with some awesome stuff. It's just like every other comic shop that you guys go to, right? It's got comics, it's got statues, it's got toys. But what the gentleman, Raymond, was telling me is because of this university that is there in Savannah called SCAD, which I believe SCAD stands for Southern College of Arts and Design. I could be wrong. I think I probably am. I'll put it down at the bottom if I am. But he said because of this university, a lot of the students there like to read trade paperbacks instead of floppies. So they actually have more new trades there than they do new comic book day books. But as you could tell in the video, man, there is a ton of new comic book stuff. But they got the wall books, and then they got, their old back issues. And I was just in heaven, guys. It was such an incredible experience. That was the first shop that I went to. So let's get into the books. I don't want to make this too long because I did pick up about 12 books from there. So we're gonna start with indies, probably go into DC, and then finish it off with Marvel. First book up, I picked up Y the Last Man, issue number 2. I couldn't believe that they had this. And it's such a great price. You see $15, you're like, damn, $15. But any of the single digit issues in Y the Last Man go for kind of a premium price, guys. So to get issue number 2, it's not issue number 1, which that's like a freaking $1,000 book. But to get issue number 2, I was super excited because Y the Last Man, because of my boy John's Comics with Kids and my homie Mike from back in San Antonio, this has really become one of my favorite stories. I read every single trade in this, but man, Y the Last Man, this is an awesome story. Let's keep it going. From DC, I picked up Wonder Woman issue 175. This is Joker's Last Laugh. One of the biggest reasons. I'm a Joker fan, guys. Look, boom, there's Joker. Boom, Joker. Boom, Joker. I mean, I'm a huge Joker fan, but look at this, man. Jim Lee cover with Wonder Woman in this female version of the Joker back there. I had never seen this cover before. God, I couldn't wait to get this in my hands and give it a read and see what it's all about. But let's keep going. Next up, we got Detective Comics issue 737. Boom! This is the third appearance or second appearance of Harley Quinn in the DC continuity. I think it's a third appearance. But as my boy Perry Comics would say, a character in the Batman universe isn't really a character in the Batman universe until they made it into Detective Comics. Now, they did have the Batman comic that has her in there, but it's the Joker in the chair. I wanted to grab this one because Harley's actually on the cover, guys. And you know, anything with Harley on the cover is hot, man. So I love this. It's probably like my third copy of this book. That's a really good book to have. Keeping it going, we got DC Comics Presents issue 87. Now, this is a key issue. This is the first appearance of Superboy Prime. Really great story in here. Absolutely love this book. I was able to read it on the DC Universe app. I never actually had a copy of my own until now. And then the last DC book I picked up from them was Teen Titans issue 48. I could not pass up on this. This is the first appearance of Bumblebee, which what the Key Comic Collector app told me was that is the first black female superhero in DC. But it's also, this issue is also the first time that Duella Dent calls herself the Harlequin. Man, look at that. And then she's right here on the cover. I had no idea. I absolutely love these Bronze Age issues, especially, man, Teen Titans. Just one of my favorite teams out there, guys. Bam! Let's move into Marvel. First Marvel book I picked up. I saw this for $5. I said, is this really a $5 book? It's got to be more than that. But that is No Prize book. Marvel Comics Group, the official Marvel No Prize book. Issue number 1. And it has Stan Lee on the cover dressed up as Dr. Doom. Oh, I'm so excited to get that. Another one that I picked up was Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5. Now, with all the hype surrounding and behind Miles Morales, there's going to be other characters in this Spider-Verse that are going to pick up some heat. Now, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4 is the first appearance of Silk. But this is the second appearance of Silk. And it's a book that you guys should be on the lookout for. You never know. This is, what did I pay for this? It has a green sticker. So at the store, there was like red, yellow, and the green. Green sticker meant it was a $3 book. I think yellow was $2 and red was a $1 book. So I said, man, for $3, yeah, definitely had to pick that up. I like that cover too. You guys know I'm a huge Conan fan, so I had to pick up this Conan book, issue 75, and again, green sticker. So I got it for $3, Bronze Age greatness from Conan. Had to grab that. Conan trying to fight off these Birdmen. I think I have this book already, but I wanted another copy. There was a book on the Hot Top 10 or Hot 20 or something from Key Comic Collector, and that is X-Men issue 193, because this is the first appearance of somebody that might be in a movie or a TV show or something. I don't know exactly, but I saw it and I said, for $7, I'll take it, man. X-Men issue 193, plus it's an X-Men book that I did not have. Another book, man, I saw this cover and I told myself, Edwin, you got to get that cover. You know what, Edwin? You damn right, I do got to get that cover. And I sure did, man. That is Minimum Carnage Omega. Issue number 1. It's just a one-shot, but you see Venom there with, what is the name of that Spider-Man? I can't remember, but they're fighting off all these different little carnages that look like little ants, and they're like, get the hell away from, get your ass away from me, man! I love this cover. Look at this cover, man. And this is just a regular A cover on this. I have no idea. Who did this cover. Let me know. I'm gonna look it up. This is a dope cover. Keeping it going. Wow, there's a Batman book that actually slipped into the Marvel books, and that is issue 656. Batman 656. This is the first full appearance of Damian Wayne, right? 655 is that cameo at the very end. You don't see him, he's in the shadows, but this is the first full appearance. I paid $15, I know, but hey, Damian is one of my favorites, man. That is my favorite Robin, so I definitely had to grab that. I'm gonna keep it going. Got another Conan book for you. This is Conan issue 251, and it has a yellow sticker on the back, so that's a $2 book, man. $2.51, $2 book. Who did this cover? Plunkett, man. I dig. Oh, look at my tiger. Yes, tiger. Go kill him, man. God dang, Conan, you are amazing. And the last book I picked up from Neighborhood Comics was Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue 26. Now this book picked up some heat last year with the Black Widow trailer that dropped, and that movie still hasn't come out. But this is the first appearance of the Ultimate Universe Taskmaster. So, you know, this is a book that I'd been looking for, but I never saw it at the price, man. It was like $20, $25. It got up to like $30 or something. But, yo, they had it for $12. Hey, everything Miles Morales is spiking. So I told myself, Edwin, get the book. You're not gonna see it at this price again. So bam, there you go. Love that. So guys, that was Neighborhood Comics, okay? Definitely check them out on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you can find them at. And if you're in the Savannah area, check them out, man. Neighborhood Comics, that's a store that I would love to go back to. But enough of them. Let's move on to the next store. All right, so the next store that I went to, from there, I drove. It was about a 5-minute drive, and that was called Savannah Comics and More. The owner's name was Chuck, and then the guy that I talked to the most in there, his name was Mark. First thing I did, as soon as I walked in, I introduced myself. I said, hey, name is Edwin, run a comic YouTube channel. He's like, dude, don't say no more. Go ahead and record whatever you want, man. It's all good with me. I was like, oh, hell yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna show you the inside of that store. So this store has been here probably the longest. I talked to the owner, Chuck, because he came in for a while. I talked to him for a little bit. This store has been there for a while. He's been in the business for, I think he was telling me, like 35 years. This store has been there for about 20 or so years. Here's a fun fact for you that I learned from this place is Donnie Cates actually used to work at this store when he was going to school at SCAD. And he was, what I was told was, fired twice from there, and him and Chuck are not fans of each other, but I thought that was funny. A little bit of knowledge for you guys. But man, as you could tell from the inside of the store, there's just so much. I mean, this store, there's not much space to walk around because there's just so much going on. And this is a store that I would need all day to go through, right? I only spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours in there, and I hit my main points. I hit the main things that I wanted to. But they also had a section of Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age key issues that I went through right at the end where the guy was like, dude, you might want to hit that section up because that's where our bigger books are. And I said, oh, well, let me go and check those out. Man, it was such a great place, Savannah Comics and More. But let's get into the books that I picked up. You guys know I'm a huge Turtle fan, so I had to pick up some Turtle books, and here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures issue number 2. I also picked up issue number 3 and issue number 4. These were Turtle Adventure books that I actually didn't have in my collection. I might have had number 2, but I know for sure I didn't have number 3 and number 4, but I think I got these for like $1, man. So for $1 all day, every day. Let's move into DC. First book up from DC, I picked up Wonder Woman issue 18. This is still a book that people are paying, I don't know, $10, $15 for because it's that first appearance, but I got it for $3. Man, can't beat that. And before I keep going, I will let you know this place, if you pick up 10 back issues, you get 10% off from the total. And if you pick up 20, you get 20% off. And I asked him, what about wall books? How does it work with that? He said, dude, anything under like $50, hey, I'll throw in the 20% on that as well. So shoot, I was like, okay, all day I'm about to pick up 20 books. Next up, we got Showcase 94, The Joker for $4, man. And I can't get enough of Joker covers, guys. I can't get enough. Next up, got a Batman book, not another Batman, but we got a Batman book, and that is Batman issue 636. I might be on like a second appearance kick right now. I don't know what it is, but this is the second appearance of the Red Hood, man. Bam, and it's actually a book that I didn't have in my collection. As big of a Batman guy as I am, I didn't have this one in there. I also love Batman Beyond, so I had to pick up Batman Beyond Universe issue 13. Issue 13, this is the first part of a 2-part little story arc called Mark of the Phantasm, and it is the ending trilogy to this whole Phantasm story that we remember from Batman the Animated Universe. So actually really happy to get that, and I was able to get the second part of it, guys. This is part 2, so it's Batman Beyond Universe, issue 14, boom. Tell me that's not one of the coolest covers, man. You got Batman Beyond back here. You got the Phantasm over here. You got Bruce Wayne looking all, God, I couldn't get enough, guys. Couldn't get enough. Next up, we have more DC for you. We actually picked up 2 copies of this book for $3, and that is Power Girl issue number 20. And there's 1, and there's 2. Boom, look at that, man. God, I couldn't believe it. And for $3, you gotta be perfect. I couldn't believe they had that for $3. And then to keep going with Power Girl, there is a Power Girl cover that a lot of people are looking for, and it's not the Warren Lowe, which I know that's the higher priced one, but the one that I saw was the Adam Hughes. That is issue number 2, and they had this one for $10, and then I got 20% off, so $8, man, for this absolutely beautiful Adam Hughes Power Girl cover. My goodness, man, I was just so excited. And to continue on with Adam Hughes, they also had Wonder Woman issue 160, right? Another Adam Hughes cover. I don't even remember what I paid for that one. There's no price tag, but it was super cheap, man. Not expensive at all. I couldn't believe they had these Adam Hughes covers, basically for cover price. Let's keep it going, because now we're gonna get into Marvel. First Marvel book up, just for shits and gigs. I thought it was funny. I picked up this Ren and Stimpy issue number, 6, with Spider-Man fighting, what's his name? Powdered Toast Man. Powdered Toast Man, had to grab that. Also a Moon Knight book. I picked up Moon Knight issue 44, which is the first appearance of somebody that I cannot remember. Because what I do when I go hunting is I pull out the Key Comic Collector app, and I'm looking to see if any of these issues are key issues. And at this is a $3 book, so I couldn't pass up on a $3 book. Went through Amazing Spider-Man as I always do, and I picked up this Amazing Spider-Man Thin Ice, or what is it, Skating on Thin Ice, issue number 1. This is a book I'd never seen before. Cover's done by Todd McFarlane, man. So, Todd McFarlane is one of those iconic artists on Spider-Man. So I had to grab that. If you guys know anything about these, I think it's a run of them where Spider-Man is trying to, help the youth. He's, Spider-Man loves the kids, man. And down here in the bottom, you can see like there's cigarettes and a heroin needle and all sorts of stuff. So I don't know if this is kind of like a drug issue. I'm gonna have to read it, give it a read. We're gonna keep it going with Spider-Man. I picked up Ultimate Spider-Man issue 79. Biggest reason I picked this up is because it's the first appearance of the Ultimates universe, Moon Knight, man. He shows up at the very end of the book, so cameo, first, whatever the hell you want to call it, first appearance of Moon Knight. Thing is, with what happened with Taskmaster and people running out there to go get that Ultimates universe first appearance of Taskmaster, I think that this is a book that people should be going out to get, because that Werewolf by Night where Moon Knight shows up has gotten super expensive. But here's a book for cover price that you guys can still go out there and get. And if Moon Knight shows up, this might be the one you want. Or issue number 80, his second appearance and his first cover appearance, guys. Cheap key issues that you can still go out and go and get. Also, keeping it going with Ultimate Comics, I picked up All New Spider-Man issue number 11. This is kind of a controversial, cover nowadays because of everything that's going on in the world. You see Miles Morales Spider-Man with the handcuffs on his wrist. So I grabbed that. Also grabbed All New Spider-Man issue number 12. There's that one for you. Something that I hadn't seen before, and I actually talked about it last night with Kevin from 1-2 Comic Top and Rod the Rican, was this comic book collecting. This Overstreet price guide. This is from 1989. I like that cover with all the Avengers on there. And what I read up on is in the 80s, the Overstreet price guide was making these to kind of give updates on prices from when they released the Overstreet price guide from that year. So this is kind of like an update from that year. So 1989, if you got the Overstreet price guide, you would also pick this up later on in the year to get updates on the prices inside there. So I thought that was cool. Picked up some older issues as well while I was there. This is Marvel Spectacular issue number 8 featuring Mighty Thor. This is just reprints from older Thor issues. But man, for $3, I couldn't pass it up because it is Jack Kirby covers. I couldn't get enough. And they had issue number 9 of it as well. And for, hey, dude, $3, you can't pass it up. One thing I'm always looking for as well is like variants of stuff, right? You got those DC Universe logos and newsstands and Mark Jewelers and all sorts of crazy variants. But one variant I have never come across is a pricing variant, right? So you got those like 35-cent variants, and there was the 30-cent, but then you got pence variants. So books that were sold overseas in England or in Europe. And I found Conan the Barbarian issue 25, a 6 pence, a pence variant. Like, wait a minute. Not only did I find one, I found 2. Here's Captain America and the Falcon issue 159, another pence variant. Now, so to my viewers from overseas, I know like, oh, we see these over here all the time. Dude, let me tell you, in Texas, I have never seen one in my life. And then I come here to Georgia, and boom, I found 2 of them. And then the last book from this shop that I found. I've never been the biggest Ghost Rider fan. Like, he's a cool character. I remember watching the movie and thinking, holy crap, this is hot doo-doo water. But they had this book, and I couldn't believe it. And that is Marvel Spotlight, issue number 6 on the Ghost Rider, second appearance of the Ghost Rider. Second appearances are going to be books, especially from the Silver Age and the Bronze Age, that are books that you might want to go and get, guys, because first appearances are becoming super, super expensive. So second appearances are going to be your next best thing, right? And to get the second appearance of Ghost Rider, I couldn't pass it up. Price tag, $30. Hey, all day, because this is in fantastic shape too. I opened it up, I looked through it, I read it. I mean, this is a great book, guys. And I love how the blue just pops on this. These older Bronze Age books and the colors they use on the covers, woo, amazing. So like I said, that was Savannah Comics and More. Again, if you are ever in the Savannah area, definitely check them out and check out Neighborhood. But that's those 2 stores that I was able to get footage. Let's get into the last 2 stores. All right, so I drove downtown, I'm walking around, and I found this place called Odin and Sons Collectibles. I believe that was the name of it. Walked in, a ton of people down there because it is right smack dab in the middle of downtown with a bunch of tourists, but they're walking into a comic book shop. I was kind of surprised. So I didn't get any footage from inside. I did take footage from the outside, kind of walking in, but this place is all new comics. There's no back issues. So I said, well, what new comics have been coming out I might be able to grab for cover that go for more? One I found was Thor issue number 1. Every other place I've been to, This is a $20 book now. I couldn't believe it. Really, 20 bucks? And this is the premiere variant, so you can see it's half, it's got the color on the top, but then it's black and white down at the bottom. So I picked that up. Also picked up Thor issue number 4, and then the super hot book of the week. I couldn't believe they had a stack of these. Thor issue number 5, man. So, I got 2 or 3 copies of it now because you never know if this Black Winter thing is gonna pan out and people are gonna be wanting this book. So at cover price, I couldn't pass it up. And then the last book I picked up from them, I've been a fan of this series since it started earlier in the year or maybe late last year, and that is Skull Digger and the Skeleton Boy issue number 1. So this is the first appearance of Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy, and this is the B variant done by Mike Deodato. Jeff Lemire written. God, such an incredible story. I can't wait for the next issues to come out. So from there, I walked down the street to a place called Planet Fun. This place, I wish I had footage for you guys to see inside because this place was incredible. Not only did they have comics, not a huge comic selection, but they had them there. But they had video games like crazy. They had arcades in there. They had toys and every kind of toy that you could ever want. And I mean, old, 60s and 70s toys. They had Ninja Turtle stuff. Oh, I was just in heaven, guys. So, but I did go through the books. I found 3 titles there. First one being, I'm always looking for DC Universe logos, and that is Batman issue 531 for $1, DC Universe logo. I also found a book there that I've been looking for a while because it's the first appearance of a character that I wanted to have in my collection. That is Batman The Return, issue number 1. This is the first appearance of the Heretic. Heretic goes on to kill, spoiler alert, Heretic goes on to kill Damian Wayne. So definitely had to find that. I haven't seen this book anywhere, so I was super happy to get that. And this is another book that got super hot last year. And this is a variant cover of it that I hadn't seen before. And that is Spider-Woman Alpha, issue number 1. This is a variant of it, variant edition. It's got the little number 3 down here, and it's got silk on the cover. So this picked up a lot of heat last year. Not necessarily this variant, but man, did it pick up heat. But while I was there, I looked at their toy section because I'm always looking for Ninja Turtle toys. And I found something, guys. Number 1, I found the turtle lair, and I'm gonna show you a picture of it. If this was the first place that I'd gone to in the day, that turtle lair would have been mine. Priced at 120 bucks, and it was complete. Ooh, it took everything in me. Just let's hold back. Let's hold back. Next time I come to Savannah, if it's here, I'll take it. But there was a vehicle there that I didn't have in my collection. And yes, I'm a super nerd for turtle stuff, man. And that is the Foot Clan drill vehicle, guys. Oh my goodness. Yep. And it is complete except for this little back part right here. As you can tell, there's 3 of these. There's supposed to be, but there's only 1. So I picked this up. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a kid, I did not have this. I had the Technodrome. I had the Foot Clan, the car, and then I had the Turtle Van, but I never had this drill. And this is such an iconic vehicle from that cartoon because anytime Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady wanted to come up from, underground from the Technodrome, they would be riding around in this. And I cannot wait to get back to San Antonio to put this in the case. So guys, I know it's been a little bit of an extra long video, but I did go to 4 different stores in Savannah, Georgia. Again, if you guys are ever in that area, definitely check out all of these shops because they are all incredible stores and they offer different things for you, but they do offer comics, and that's what we always want, guys. So thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below, what's the next city that's about 2.5 to maybe 3 hours away from Augusta, Georgia, that you want the Comic Jabroni to go check out some stores. Man, Atlanta's coming up. I know Charlotte, North Carolina is one of the cities that I want to go to. There's just so many of them here. I love doing these comic shop showcases for you guys because these shops, we definitely need to be supporting and going there and spending money in these stores because that's what we got, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. If this is your first time watching, think about hitting that subscribe button, guys, and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, y'all. I'm dropping videos all the time. If you like the damn video, well then like the damn video and hit that thumbs up. But guys, Until next time, I'm Edwin D. Comic Jabroni. Take it easy.
It's over 9,000.
Peace.